What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a new episode of Moose Tracks Podcast. I'm your host, Moose. If you don't know me, I basically just set up a mic, have fun conversations with my friend, and post them on YouTube so that the whole world can hear them. And today I'm sitting with two of my really good and dear friends, Mr. Ricky Egan and Anthony Dalvon. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Ricky.
They're very nervous. But yeah, anyway, so, I just hit them up and I was like, guys, today we're going to talk about, just what it's like being 20, what it's like being this very awkward age. We're going to talk about high school and how we all met, I would say. And, we're just going to give you like a rundown of what's going on right now. Like I said, just wanted to keep this podcast wicked fun, a lot of things that we have to say and just relatable, because I know a lot of people out there probably going through the same thing, and it's nice to know that other people are going through it as well. So to start off, maybe Ricky can just tell you a bit about himself. Guys, they're really nervous. I don't know. Ricky's just giving me a crazy look, but he'll ease into it. Tell him about yourself, Rick.
I was smiling. I'm Ricky Egan. I'm from Ashburnham, Massachusetts. And I live in Salem, Massachusetts now. I go to school at Salem State, and I'm a hospitality major. And I want to go into wedding planning and event planning when I'm older.
So hit him up for your future weddings with your future boo. And Anthony?
I'm Anthony. I grew up in the same town as Ricky, Ashburnham, and Westminster, the better side. But I'm a college dropout.
Which is perfectly fine.
But I took a personal trainer class, so I should be a personal trainer very soon. So
Applause button.
Thank you.
Yes.
So hopefully starting my career as soon as I can.
No, I wish.
But I also live in Salem, Mass. So.
Yes. They basically came from Western Mass. Is it Western?
No, it's North Central.
Oh, I'm
but
sorry.
Everything to you guys is Western Mass.
Yeah, anything past I don't even know. Anything past anything west on the Mass Pike is just
There's
Western
still
Mass.
3 hours of Western Mass after us.
Yeah, I know. So was it you guys are Northern Mass?
Yeah, North Central.
All right, North. Yeah, so they gave them North Central to the North Shore. Yeah, so just I think we should just start off on how we all met, just so they can get an idea of, if you guys hear that background noise, Ricky's just taking many sips of his tea, so I apologize for that, but he's fine. He's walking out of the room right now, he's ashamed. Just kidding. But anyways, how we all met, I think, is a good way to start. So I met Ricky, and actually no, we'll start with Ricky after. I want to tell me and Anthony first. Me and Anthony lived in the same hallway freshman year of our dorm. I saw Kyle, your old roommate, first. I would see him a couple times before I saw you. I met you in our friend's room, Kelly and Carly, freshman year. It's a very funny story because, I knew one of our friends in our orientation group, and then I met her roommate that day, and then Anthony was in the room as well, and I was talking to him. Wait, did I come in first, or were you in first?
No, so I needed Wi-Fi, and I saw that their door was open, so I just went in and sat down in their room.
You put on your, social cap?
I tried to, as best as I could. Apparently Carly thought I was weird as shit, which, understandable, but...
You were Andrew at the time.
I was Andrew at the time.
Wait, explain to them who Andrew is.
I didn't get a haircut for a long ass time, and so I tried growing my excuse of a flow. It didn't work out. I was like the school shooter.
It looks terrible.
Oh my god.
So, I was known as Andrew because it was my...
Because Julie called you Andrew.
Because Julie called me Andrew, basically, yeah.
Literally. So you were looking for Wi-Fi, right?
So I was just looking for Wi-Fi, and I just sat down awkwardly and tried to start conversations because Kyle was in the shower after 2 seconds of meeting me. So
yeah,
I
literally.
was like, all right,
it's like we moved in. He's like, all right, where's the shower?
Exactly. So I just went in the room
and then
sat down. And then you came in
abruptly. Probably, I remember it.
So enthusiastic, and I was like, holy, who is this?
Well, I knew Kelly from orientation, and I remember moving day was just so hectic. I was like, you've been here for a second now, and you'll help me out. And I remember I just came in, and I was like, oh, look, another person. And I was like, hi, my name's Moose. How are you? And I shook her hand. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I'm freaking him out. Let me calm down. But yeah, I think we've been friends since literally the first day that we moved in.
Yeah.
He literally lived across all from me, and you were neighbors with my friends from home too. You were right next door to them, and then. First day of school, first class ever in college, I was very nervous. I was like, okay, it's a business ethics class. That has nothing to do with my major, but, it's a gen ed. I'm going to, kill it. And that's when I met Mr. Ricky Egan over here. And, you know, I still vouch by this. I don't care what anyone says. Ricky just was a complete smartass in the class. In my opinion, he's going to share his in a second. But in my opinion, he fell in love with the class, you know, was very passionate about it and knew every answer to every question. Am I wrong?
I think I always make a bad first impression.
You didn't make a bad first impression. You just were, no, hold on. You think so? I think me and you relate to this. I think we have big personalities and are like,
yeah,
a
maybe.
lot. Oh, you do?
I made a bad first impression on a lot of people.
Really? Not. Oh, well, that we can save that when she comes. She can tell that story. But yeah, we were in the same class. Long story short, and Ricky just knew every question to every answer. Our professor was wicked cool. She's such a nice lady, but he just knew every answer to every question. And I'm the type of student where like I try to do that as well. Like I try to raise my hand as much as I can. But Ricky was like my competition, and I kind of got annoyed at one point and just had enough. But when did we actually have a real conversation?
I think when I first thought your name was Mufasa. And
oh, that's nice.
Mustafa. And then we talked about your name, and then I think we finally started talking.
No, but was that in class or because you and Anthony are friends from home, and I didn't know that until later. But did we talk about that in
I think we met over Sebastian first.
Oh yeah, because Ricky's old roommate freshman year, I was gonna room with him, and then it didn't really work out correctly, and they ended up rooming together, which was a funny coincidence. We all became friends, but we must have met through him because I don't think I would have actually sat down and had a conversation with you if it wasn't because of that.
Thank you.
No, I'm just saying, dude, you literally ran the class, and I used to get so annoyed. I'm like, can you let me answer a question? And granted, half the time I answered the questions, they were wrong because that is not my forte, business ethics.
That was honestly the only class I excelled at in
really?
college. Yeah.
No, you're very smart.
I'm kind of smart.
He's smart. He's dumbing himself down. Anyways, so yeah, that's how we all met, and then I found out Anthony and Ricky were actually really good friends from home, and I was like, oh wow, small world.
How did we meet? We played on the same soccer team.
So me and Ricky met in second grade in town soccer.
Rec league,
we killed it.
Rec league,
yeah,
must be nice.
But, I mean, we weren't.
Anthony
really,
was a better soccer player than me.
I've always been.
He's always excelled at sports.
Ricky's really good. You're good at basketball. You're better than me in basketball.
I'm not good at basketball.
He's better than me. Okay, thank you for admitting that. Now everyone can know that. Awesome.
I'm good at tennis.
Well,
you made varsity in 8th grade. I remember that.
I did for the high school.
How does that even happen?
Because they didn't have a JV team or enough for the varsity team.
Wait, that's a secret.
Well, actually, that's a great segue because good job, Anthony. You're a natural at this. But yeah, that's actually a great segue because we're going to be talking about, we're going to actually throw it back to when we were in high school and we're going to start how when we were in high school and basically how we led to where we are now. So you went to Ashburnham High?
No.
No.
We went to, you go first, Ricky.
Okay. I went to Monty Tech, which is a tech school. And that's how I ended up at Salem State, is because I got
into tech school for people who don't know what a tech school is.
Oh, a tech school, if you don't know what a tech school is, somehow, is when it's a school that you do a week of academic work, and then you also do vocational training. So you choose a shop, and you're doing either automotive or cosmetology or culinary in my case, and then you
cook it up in the kitchen
or work in a dining room or something, and it kind of helps you get a hold of what you want to do in life.
And then you went to Westminster High?
No, I went to Oakmont, which was a regional high school with Ashburnham and Westminster.
What's a regional high school? I'm so confused.
A regional high school is basically just a
bunch of towns.
Westminster and Ashburnham have a total of 30,000 people maybe.
Not even.
Not 20,000.
Ashburnham's 5,000.
15,000 people, I guess then, because Westminster has 10,000. But so we just combined towns to make one school district, and yeah, that's really it.
It's so weird because
school.
Yeah, because coming from the North Shore and schools, all of our schools are named after our towns, and we have a tech school, and it's a bunch of towns. It's all the surrounding towns have basically what you went to, but yeah, I've heard of a regional high school, but I didn't know it was all about that. But that's funny.
Tech had 18 towns.
That is crazy.
18 small hick towns.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I went to Revere High, and I think I repped that a lot freshman year. I was like, I'm from Revere. They were like,
He was a Revere hype man. He was to Revere what Sean Joyce was to Hanover.
Yeah.
Literally,
No, not
bro.
that extreme.
No, not that extreme. But you
Some
you
mass
hyped
stuff,
Revere.
I was like, yeah, I was proud of where I came from. Still am. But my high school was your high school big? You had what, 18 towns? You said
Yeah, we had 345.
students.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in my
that's
grade.
all. I had like around 500, I think, when I
Yeah,
graduated.
we had a total of 180. So
Your graduating class was 180.
Yeah, real small.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Well, because
crazy.
it's small already, and then a bunch
true,
of them come to
Bunch
where
of-
I went, which not a bunch, 30 of us.
30?
They only take 30
Really?
from Ash West because
That's
they take
crazy.
15 from each.
That's absolutely crazy.
But then
Yeah.
you guys had school choice too. So
Yeah, we got,
there's literally
we
no
got a
one
ton
in
of
our
kids from
towns.
Gardner and
That's crazy. Yeah, isn't that where Ben
Townsend.
Garner's from? No, Ben's not from Garner. That's his last name. Oh, that was so stupid.
Yeah.
Good job, Moose.
I don't know anyone from Gardner that goes here.
I know this town, Garner. I don't know.
There's no.
You-
Oh wait, there is a girl from Gardner who goes here because me and her had problems.
Oh,
Okay.
how do we get stuck on the topic of Gardner?
Because we were just talking about our town.
Oh yeah.
I had school choice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I just thought to me it's kind of crazy because like, you know, for you, Ricky, you got the opportunity to meet people from like a lot of different towns at one school.
Yes, that's
Correct?
why I'm such a social butterfly.
You are such a social butterfly, absolutely. And Anthony too, like you. Actually, not you. You're actually the complete
Not at all.
opposite. Like that's like to me, that's actually crazy because Ricky, you guys are like necessarily from the same town. Ricky chose to go to a school where he was exposed to a lot of people, and you went to just a basic normal high school.
I just grew up with everyone I knew.
Yeah. So talk about that. Was that like thinking back now? Do you regret it? Do you kind of wish you went to a tech school and were able to meet? Because you know you ended up leaving. You came to Salem, which is a very diverse town and has a lot of people. But do you wish you could go back when you were in high school and kind of make that switch over and be exposed a bit earlier?
So I was planning on going to Money Tech actually, but I decided not to just because I was scared of change, which I feel like is normal for an 8th
Hell
grader.
yeah.
But
Still am. Don't worry.
I
Yeah.
was so hyped to get out.
Yeah.
But,
Ricky was ready to go.
I mean, if I could go back, no, I'd stay at Oakmont. A lot of the kids from Oakmont are like my best friends still. Shout out to Garrett and the twins.
Yeah. Shout out Garrett and the twins.
But like,
Yeah, I met them.
Yeah.
other than that, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't really change.
You
it.
wouldn't go
Maybe
spend an
back.
extra 4 years with Ricky?
No, I wouldn't
Oh.
because.
Does that hurt, Ricky?
No.
No, it's fine. He's fine. No, but Ricky, so what kind of made you jump to that choice? You didn't want to go to like a school with everyone you grew up with? You wanted to get out?
Yeah, I think I wanted to switch it up. I had a rough middle school experience, and then I wanted
Same.
to just kind of
away
get a
from
new
us
start.
assholes.
Yeah, I
which
mean,
is-
why not?
when you're in middle school and you're just figuring out everything about yourself and you're gay, it's a whole mess. You're a messy person, and I just wanted a new start.
Yeah, middle school's messy as heck, so I can only imagine. But that's really good though, because you got to meet tons of people from other towns and basically get exposed. Like that kind of prepped you for Salem, basically, because you kind of already knew what to expect.
And then I did dual enrollment my senior year, so I started all over again.
Look at
And I
you.
started all over again.
So what's dual enrollment for people who don't know? Because there are people who don't know what dual enrollment is.
Oh, so dual enrollment, my senior year, I got the opportunity to go to a community college for high school. So I finished up high school and got a year of college done ahead of time.
There you go. So you're ahead of us.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's fine. Give some self promotion. No, that's sick. Yeah, my high school was just basic. It was a normal city high school that we all went to. They had the people from my town had the opportunity to apply and go to a tech school, which is not far from us at all. And I know a lot of people in middle school that did choose to go to it, and you know that was a great time for them. But yeah, we went to. In the case of a lot of students, like they went to the same high school that their grandparents went to. You know what I mean? And in my case, I had my older siblings that they went there, so I kind of like knew the area a bit well, just because you know I was there growing up. But yeah, I would say in my case, I was exposed to a lot in high school, like different people, friendships, relationships. You know, good experiences, bad experiences. Things I think kind of prepped me well enough for life, especially coming from a city like on the North Shore where literally 10 minutes outside of Boston, so we're literally right next to everything. So I think that was I think thinking back, like how I just asked you guys if you would do it the same, I think I would do it the same as well. I wish I was like more handsy, as in like I could work well with my hands. Like I can do the very basics, but you know, if I went to a tech school and picked up a trade like electricity or plumbing or whatever, that'd be such a smart thing to do, especially now because they're making so much money now. Like,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
There's some people who I would have graduated with if I hadn't done the dual enrollment. and they're making like so much money straight out of high school.
And which is
crazy.
not, imagine being 20 years old and like already having,
no,
it's absolutely crazy.
It's wild.
Like, I wish I had that sort of drive. I don't, sadly, unfortunately. I talk a lot and I like to read and write, so that was my thing. So I guess school is my choice. But yeah, so I think I honestly would do it the same. I don't think I'd go back and switch, only because I don't think I would excel at a tech school, in all honesty. But, you know, but that led us to where we are here. So let's kind of break down how we chose our school, because I think there's a lot of people who are either like in high school or who are already at colleges now that kind of, you know, they already went through the same process as us or are going through the same process as us. And I can speak on my behalf. Salem was not my first choice, in all honesty. For if you guys don't know, we go to Salem State University in Salem, Mass. But
Wait,
you know,
Suffolk your first choice?
Well, my dream school was BU, but that wasn't happening.
BU's so expensive.
I know. I knew that wasn't happening. But yeah, so actually UNH was my first choice. I remember I toured the school and like I fell in love. I was like, this is it. Like, sign me up right now. And it was a tour. Like, I remember I applied. I didn't even know if I got in yet. And I was like, yeah, like, sign me. Which is actually, now thinking back, is kind of stupid. Like, why apply if you didn't? Do you think that's kind of dumb, applying to a school if you didn't tour? No? That's not. Well, yeah, that's what I did. I applied and then I toured. But anyways, yeah, I fell in love with the
I also applied and then I toured a couple of schools.
Yeah, okay, I'm not the only one lit. Okay, I thought it was dumb. No. But yeah, I fell in love with the campus. I knew some people that went there I went to high school with, so I felt comfortable. And New Hampshire was far away enough where I felt like I was really on my own, but it was kind of close. It was less than an hour drive. Is it? Yeah, it's like an hour, less than an hour drive from my hometown, so I could go home easily for a weekend, you know, holidays. I didn't have to catch a plane, anything. And New Hampshire's still in New England, so it was fine. That was my set school. And then, you know, I really thought about it. I was like, you know what? Like, I am a homebody in the sense where, like, I know I'm not going to have a car freshman year. Like, I don't want to rely on my family or my parents to come and get me all the time. And, you know, I kind of want to be a bit closer to home. So I started looking at schools in Massachusetts. Plus, you know, out-of-state tuition is just not nice to you at all.
Oh, my God, no.
Very expensive. And then Suffolk, I remembered, I was like, that's literally in the middle of Boston. I was like, that'd be cool. That'd be so cool. So then I toured that one first. Then I applied. Fell in love with the campus because it's... Have you guys seen that school or no?
Yeah, my friend Haley went there for a little while.
So yeah, it's, if you've seen it, it's literally in the middle of the city. Like, there's not
we walk by it for the parades.
Yeah.
Whenever
yep.
the Sprite parades. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like literally like, if you haven't seen it, like, you can't tell it's a college unless, like, if the banners weren't there, you would not know it was a college.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Yeah, you would just think it's like skyscrapers and like buildings, like literally. And the inside, I remember I walked into, I think it was like the law school. And it was like granite floors and like a double staircase going up, and like all the law students were always in suits and stuff. I was like, oh my God, this is like legit. And I was like, this is so awesome. It's literally 10 minutes from my house. Like, I can commute very easily. Like, I can drive here. I can take the train, like whatever. I can work and still go to school. It was a dream for me. And then I applied, I got in. Thank God, I was so happy. I got a scholarship for that school and I was so proud of myself. But then I thought about it, like, I kind of do want a college experience. In the sense where, like, I do want a dorm, I want to be exposed to new people, I want to have, you know, that quote college experience a lot of people in high school really want, but I want it to be closer to home, like, because I knew I was a homebody, like, I knew it, and I had to grow out of that shell, like, a little bit, but I wasn't ready to take that big jump. And then I honestly forgot I applied to Salem State. I remember my guidance counselor told me, like, not crapping on anyone who Salem State was their dream school, but, like, you know, I kind of, Ricky's smirking, but yeah, I kind of forgot that, like, I applied to it. And I remember just one day I was like, oh crap, like, Salem State, like, I got in, like, I'll check it out. And I remember I checked it out and I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. Like, the campus isn't that bad. And, like, it's not far from home at all. And then I think I kind of just went with it. I was like, sure, why not? And here we are now, recording a podcast in Salem, Mass.
2 years later.
2 years later, we're doing this. So, who was Salem your first choice, Ricky?
It was between a couple of schools. I applied to Long Island University in Brooklyn.
What? Where did I know that?
You didn't know about that?
No.
Oh, so I applied to Long Island University in Brooklyn for communications, actually, as my major, and I got a $15,000 scholarship, and I was super hype about it. It was in Brooklyn. It's super, like, in the city in New York. And I was like, this is it. I'm going to New York. I'm going to go do it. I just finished Glee. I was like, that's what they did in Glee. Like, I'm hyped. And So I went to tour it with my dad because I was super excited about it. And I toured it, and I loved the school when I went to it. Like, it was really cool. The dorms are kind of gross, but it was also
Was it in the middle of Brooklyn?
It was in the middle of Brooklyn, so I wasn't expecting too much from the dorms. But the location was just great and awesome. And then the more and more I looked into it, the more and more I was like, holy crap! Like, even if I have this $15,000 scholarship, like, it's gonna be.
It's not gonna cut it.
It's more expensive still in Salem State, paying full tuition. So I ended up choosing Salem State. I also applied to Keene State and got in, but they didn't have either major that I wanted. And I applied to UMass Amherst and I got waitlisted. So and then
You would go to UMass?
I think I still would have chose Salem over UMass.
Yeah,
UMass is too big for me too.
Yeah, me too. I remember I toured it with my school and I was like, all right, like it's literally like in the middle of nowhere.
It's
there's
city
nothing
in the middle of a farm.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to do.
That's the best way to explain
There's
it.
nothing to do if you're not partying. There's
Like if you're not a student athlete where your schedule is full 24/7, and if you're not like doing something, I think I'd go crazy.
Yeah. And like
feel like
I love a party here and there.
Wait,
but
Anthony,
I don't-
what'd you
I don't
say?
wanna
You
party
said you become an
every day.
alcoholic.
If I went to UMass Amherst, I'd become an alcoholic.
Are you
There's literally nothing.
Are
else
you
to do.
not?
No, he's not. No, but yeah, I agree with you 100%, Ricky, on that.
Yeah, and Salem, like the location is so perfect. It's so close to Boston. The city of Salem is my favorite city in the world. Like it's beautiful.
He loves this city.
I'm Salem's biggest hype man now. I love Salem State.
It's a great city.
But yeah, that's how I ended up here. I was like, I toured it with Brianni.
Shout out
we were both
Brianni.
going, and then I found out Anthony was going too, so it kind of all worked out.
Yeah.
Shout out Brianni. She was on my back when I had a radio show too at school before this lovely podcast, and she was actually one of the first people on it. So shout out Brianni if you tune in. We miss you, bro.
Me and Brianni did all our college tours together.
Really?
Literally every single college tour.
You guys never went on one?
UMass. No,
No.
we didn't go on
Well,
one.
Oh yeah, you guys didn't go to the same high school. I know. I keep forgetting that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like you were
Friends, but we weren't
like
super.
quote unquote.
We weren't super close until like the
the
summer before
after we
freshman year.
graduated.
Yeah, the
So
summer after
right
we
before?
graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we knew each other growing up. We were always like friendly, but we never like hung out or anything. And then my best friend Michael worked at the Tavern, which is just a little restaurant.
Iconic, amazing,
It is the only thing
perfect.
that Ashburnham has.
I don't know.
And
I
so
would not know.
Ricky and Michael both worked there, and so they became close. And then one day we were gonna go to a campsite, and
Isn't it 4th
Michael-
of July?
was it?
Was it 4th of July?
I don't think it was 4th of July.
It was close to 4th of July
It was
because there were
around there.
fireworks going on.
You guys were going camping?
Kind of.
It was this weird
you want a
creepy
camp- but weren't you-
cabin in the woods.
You on a campsite?
Yeah.
It was this really small shack that we weren't allowed to go in on a lake.
What?
It was lots of fun.
It was
It was lots of fun.
That sounds like a Michael Myers movie.
Yeah, it was.
It does.
Yeah.
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 I almost died.
Yeah.
And that's how you guys.
That's how, that is actually how we became
Yeah.
best friends.
You were like, yeah, we might die tonight.
No, I wasn't. No.
It was bad.
Oh wait, is this the same night? I don't want to say. Is this the same night
No.
as? Oh, okay.
Should we-
All right. No. We don't gotta talk about that.
I feel like that's content.
That could be another
That's
Okay.
time.
Okay.
But
That's a podcast all on its own.
yes. Anyways.
That is.
Oh my god, that's such a great idea.
Okay.
For one.
I'll know
Okay.
it. I'll write it down.
But yeah, no, Anthony was messy that night, and his girlfriend left him to die,
Literally left me to die.
and I became his new girlfriend.
That night, correct? Yeah.
Yeah. Sports bottle. Sports bottle.
Yeah. Sports bottles save lives. That's all you have to know.
And then, did you guys like say, "Oh, I'm going to Salem State too"? Like,
Oh, so,
We didn't realize.
my number one choice was actually UMass Lowell, but my girlfriend at the time wanted to go to college with me, and I was like, I don't want to go to college with you. And then I told her I was going to UMass Lowell because she wanted to go with me, and I lied to her.
oh, you
because-
tricked her?
Yeah, because
Oh
she-
my god, what? I didn't know
That
this.
was
good
Ah.
choice on my part.
No, I mean,
But didn't
back
she?
me up.
She didn't even go there anymore.
Yeah, no,
she goes to Franklin
ended up
Pierce,
going
doesn't she?
Yeah, she ended up going to Franklin Pierce, but
well,
but
that's
still,
a smart
but
move.
when I toured Salem, I like immediately fell in love. I grew up like coming to Beverly like at least 2 or 3 times a year, and
Did you have family in Beverly, or you just
yeah,
guys just went?
my uncle and my cousins live in Beverly, so
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you knew the area a little
I
bit.
knew. I mean, I knew where their house was, and,
Oh,
I knew
yeah.
the area, as in like there were beaches around, and it was also like a city, so like a city next to the beach was kind of like my thing.
Yeah.
I thought I'd like it, and then I really did.
That's
I'm
nice.
really happy I came here.
Yeah, I grew up from the street where I grew up, like mainly my life. I literally was across the street from the
Yeah,
beach.
that's
Like it was,
sick.
yeah.
We
I
had
can
to make a whole day to go to the beach.
Yeah, it was like
2
we'd
hours
wake
away.
up at 6 a.m. Your friends would pick you up at your house, and you'd go to the beach from
For, like,
there.
That's crazy.
7 hours.
It was best if you slept over beforehand, because then you could pack everything the night before.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
oh,
That is crazy to me.
Oh.
I literally grew up in a town, well,
No.
a city with a beach, like in multiple.
and now that I live out here, I don't wake up early to go to the beach at all.
At
And I
all,
still
no.
should.
Yeah. So how is that? So you guys grew up with what, like lakes?
We had a lot of lakes. Yeah,
we have
our
ponds,
neighborhood,
and
because
things.
he lived up the street from me.
Oh, okay.
And so we had a lake like down the street that we could walk to, and it had a private beach and stuff.
That's so crazy because we're literally from the same state, but like different worlds.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah, the terrain's so different.
Absolutely different worlds.
Mass is good like that. Mass
No,
has
it
so many
is.
different like areas.
Areas, that's a good word.
Ashburnham is just in the boonies, like
Ashburnham's New Hampshire, pretty much.
That's
yeah,
what
exactly.
that's what I envision, honestly.
Ashburnham is New Hampshire, and then Westminster is like
Mass.
reminds me of Keene, New Hampshire.
I
Just
don't-
this like
Yeah, a little.
cute little town with like
yeah.
a
Westminster's like.
bunch of local restaurants.
If you've
and
ever
a
seen Parks
bunch
and
of local-
Recreation,
Yes,
Westminster's
like, yeah.
Westminster's Eagleton, Ashburnham's
Yeah.
Pawnee.
Exactly.
I've
That's
been-
exactly
I've never watched an episode of Parks and Rec.
Oh my
Eagleton
god, you
is
need to
like-
watch it.
upper middle class, and then Pawnee is just like boonies, like
Lower middle
Yeah.
class, like
lower middle
gross
class.
people.
But that, yeah, that's like actually so true.
That's funny. So like, so kind of break it down to me, because like, in high school, you kind of go in freshman year like sort of excited because I feel like growing up like high school's like the 4 years you're gonna have crazy parties and girlfriends and boyfriends and this and that, and you're gonna go through all this crazy stuff, and then prom and then graduation and all
Yeah.
that. Like, so in my head, like I think I was ready. Like I remember in 8th grade, like I was ready to go. I was like, let's go. Like I think I just needed a change, just because like everything I went through. I remember in like middle school, just kind of like it kind of just tested. Like even though you're a child, like I still believe like I got tested like in many aspects. I feel like that's a whole
Middle
other,
school's hard.
yeah, that's a whole other episode on its own, just like experiences and things like that. But like we can touch on it a bit. Like yeah, I just think things I went through in middle school really did wake me up and kind of made me grow up just a little bit. Because being from a city, you're exposed to so much, so many different people with different lifestyles and different experiences. It makes you realize like your life it's different from everyone else's, and people are going through some really hard things out there. And when you see it firsthand, it like literally like wakes you up. So I think when I was ready to go to high school, it's like I'm ready, like new start, new people. I'm gonna make these 4 years like last, whatever. I was ready to go. So were you guys pumped? Like were you guys all set and like ready to go from being from your towns?
I mean,
You must have, because you were.
I was excited to be at a new school, but I was still nervous too. I was
Obviously,
definitely like
yeah.
I had like a lot of nerves built up.
First
from
day
middle
jitters.
School. I had low self-confidence when I got to middle school. And
You?
when I got to high school, yeah, I had super low self-esteem when I first got to high school.
That
And then
changed.
yeah, it switched up. High school was really good for me. I loved high school once I like sophomore year I really blossomed, and then junior year was like my peak.
Sorry for all the background noise, guys. I literally don't know how to
And-
sit down in a chair.
And then yeah, no, I loved high school once I got used to it, but I was definitely nervous going in.
No, I can
And-
agree.
Although it was kind of nice too, because our middle school and Anthony's high school was so very much like just all white. Like there was no diversity.
yeah.
All white, straight, cisgender. Everything was just super like bland. And I came into high school, and my high school was still very not diverse, but for me it was very diverse because it was like 10% Hispanic, and that was a whole thing. That was like a whole new world for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And
It's crazy.
yeah, no, it was definitely nice to have that kind of culture shock. Although it was also 16 small towns and 2 cities. So it was very much like there were some kids like me who were coming into this, and they were like very used to this like hick all white sort of thing, and then there were other kids who were like very like inner city and were used to that. So it was 2 different worlds kind of coming together.
So do you think you like woke up to a lot of that in high school? You think
Yeah,
that's when you
like I think it was really good for me to experience that. before college, especially.
How about you? Anthony?
Because
I mean, like Ricky said, there was no diversity in my school, so like
I know that must have been such a shock for you coming to
coming to Salem State, I was like, it's whatever. Like
You probably heard my name and were like, what in the world?
Honestly, I was like, that's a crazy name.
You were like,
Kinda
Mustafa,
sick,
what is that?
But, I mean,
No, I'm
it wasn't
kidding.
like a culture shock or anything. It wasn't something I was used to, but like,
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna make it like a big deal.
No,
Obviously,
absolutely.
but
in a positive way, it's like,
Yeah.
it's good, you know?
yeah, I agree. But like in high school, like, I mean, I didn't really do anything, so.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
just kinda,
really, you did, so did you just rid the 4 years, like,
So I just played sports and went
keeps
home.
you busy.
Yeah, no, I really had.
Were you a 3-season athlete?
Yeah,
You
I
were.
Yeah, so I played soccer my freshman year, with basketball and lacrosse, and then
Wow, that's a lot.
I started playing football. Best choice I've ever made. I hated soccer. I was just a goalie, and then the coach asked me to play.
I can't run that much. Can't relate.
But yeah, then I started playing football. I fell in love with football. I wanted to go to college for football. I was scouted from a few colleges, but
Okay.
decided to come to Salem for lacrosse.
No football-
where there's no football.
No
team.
football team in
Which
Salem.
sucks,
That's honestly the biggest bummer about the school.
Yeah.
But
Have you guys? Sorry, I mean to cut you off. Have you guys ever been to like a college tailgate?
Yeah, my cousin
Yeah,
played for
they're sick.
Bridgewater.
Oh yeah, it's sick.
It's
I
so
know.
fun.
Can you imagine them here? Oh my
It'd
god.
be so fun.
But yeah, anyway, so you played. You said lacrosse in the spring.
Yeah, and then basketball, which it's a long story.
You're good. Quick input. We played. This is very embarrassing. So I remember I texted Anthony or someone. One of our friends was like, "Oh, let's go shoot hoops in the gym." I'm like, "All right, cool." I was like, "Hope you guys know I suck, but I can shoot. I can shoot hoops. I can hang. Sure." We ended up just shooting hoops, and then I don't know how we played a pickup game.
Yeah, there were like 35 people there, and we were just like, let's
Yeah,
play.
it was me, Ricky, and
Sebastian.
Kyle.
Wasn't Sebastian there?
Sebastian was there,
yeah,
and Kyle.
yeah.
Yeah, so we were just hanging out. Like, we literally just throwing a ball around, hanging out. Next thing I know, half court pickup, then a full court pickup.
Yeah.
I'm like barely.
Is that when we played against the other guys and I
Yeah.
got the Nick Quirk elbowed me in the face?
Yeah, and he started. Yeah, and he started bleeding, and then I got some kid threw a ball at my head. I don't know. He was just mad because I couldn't play. I know I couldn't play. Anthony was dunking on people. I was like, okay, this kid's nasty. Kyle was too. Sebastian yelled at me at one point because he was telling me to pass the ball.
Yeah,
and
you're
which,
competitive.
yeah, and yeah, that's honestly that's an episode in itself. But anyways,
Sebastian's
Yeah.
competitiveness.
literally no, but yeah, I remember just like that was just so funny. I was
Mean
like
things Sebastian has said while playing sports.
Yeah, it's all
long list.
paragraphs on
Yeah.
paragraphs.
I was like, oh my! I was like, after the game, I was like, I hope we're still friends. I was like, I hope he doesn't hate me after this. But yeah, no, I think that was honestly that I remember. That's one of my favorite memories. I think like from all of us freshman
Yeah.
year, just because it was so sporadic and like Ricky's lip was it your lip or your nose?
It was my lip.
Yeah,
My-
he busted his
My
lip.
tooth went into my lip.
Yeah, he busted his lip. I got a ball thrown in my head because the kid was getting pissed off at me. I could barely keep up. It was there were literally guys on the basketball team like playing with it was just a mess. But yeah. Anyway, I love how I just diverted literally from Anthony's story. We were talking about basketball and we went to this. Anyways, so fun. Love doing that. I love having AD. Anyways,
I did student council.
That's
applause.
job.
No, good for you.
And theater.
In high school?
Yeah. And
Nice.
tennis.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that. You mean varsity 8th grade.
Yeah.
If I had an applause
Not
button,
to-
I'd put like
not
2.
to brag. And then
No,
I
brag.
played freshman year and I stopped because we had to co-op with Fitchburg and their tennis team was terrible.
Oh, I didn't know that. Salem
It was
State.
awful.
So a topic I think needs to be addressed is dun 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 relationships. I just think I know I have the same reaction. You know what? I have no regrets in general about life. I don't believe in regrets. I believe if I'm happy with the person I am today, then I would not go back in time and change a thing because I don't know how I would end up now. And I am, proud of who I am now, and I like, I like myself as who I am today, so I wouldn't go back and change anything. But sort of the question I want to ask is, if you could do it again, would you? And when I mean this, like when I ask this, do it again, as in, would you go through the same experiences you did? Like literally just go back in time and replay it and go through everything you went through again, just for like the nostalgia and just to be like, oh, high school was fun. Or would you go back and change some things? Like for me, I wouldn't.
I would change everything about high school.
Would you?
No, I loved high school. I don't
I mean, I think I should
I
say
don't
specifically
think I would-
relationships.
Oh, specifically relationships, I would honestly. I had 3 high school relationships, and they all
We're talking about friendships.
were kind
too,
of
or we're talking
terrible.
about
But
We're talking about. I think no.
just
I'm talking.
relationships in general?
I'm saying like you when you had your first girlfriend or boyfriend. Like I'm saying like I think the reason why I'm asking that is only because like you're so young.
Yeah.
And like thinking back now, because we've all had different like experiences after that person or people, it's like so crazy how I used to think, and like you thought like that was it. Like
Oh yeah.
I
no.
think I had 3 high school relationships, and I would take only one of them back, not because it was worse than anything else, but because it didn't contribute anything to me. Like the other two, even as badly as they ended, and the other 2 probably ended worse than this one that I would take away.
You think so?
They taught me a lot more
yeah.
than this other guy, because that kind of like the second high school relationship is the one I take away during my sophomore year, and it's just because it didn't teach me anything really.
Absolutely.
It was just kind of like bland.
Anthony.
Okay, well, I guess.
Go ahead, preach.
I say I want to change it, but at the same time, like I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't date her.
We're gonna have to say
But,
that.
I mean, my freshman year and my sophomore year, I had a girlfriend, and she was a sweetheart. We were more of just like best friends than anything. Like, so like we said I love you and everything, but it was just like
me
a
too.
super innocent like.
After like a day or two,
Yeah.
you're like, I love you, and
We
like
just,
text.
hung out and like just went to the movies together.
But those-
name in an Instagram bio with a lock.
Yeah,
emoji.
exactly.
No, but no, like to me, that I was so excited. Like I'm as corny as this sounds. Like I really don't care. When I remember when I had like my first like girlfriend back in the day, that was like one of the first things I did.
Oh,
Just because
so
it's
fun.
like I think we like as a society, like teenagers, like we make it seem like that's very important and that needs to happen. Well, I can speak in my case, and where I grew up, like anyone who was anyone had a girlfriend and whatever like that, and if you didn't have one, like what are you doing? Like are you ugly? Are you a loser? So I remember when I had one like name and bio with like the lock emoji, like
Yeah,
the locked
yeah.
emoji. Yeah, oh my god, that's so bad. And like the corny captions and pictures and like but there's an innocence to it that I think is lost. I haven't had something like that in a while where it was like
There's no innocence anymore.
I feel
there's
like
no
I-
innocence.
I
We're
feel
to be
like
very
high
honest.
High school relationships, I got a lot more excited about than college relationships. The college, I feel like it
Oh,
might
God.
be.
Oh my god.
It might not be like excitement as much as I just have so much baggage from other relationships that I'm carrying with me now that I'm like
This is
"Oh,
Ricky's.
I'm gonna carry this over here and we'll see what happens.
This is Ricky's eHarmony just promo. Like he has a lot. If you're interested in his Instagram, it'll be tagged in the description. But like he has a lot of baggage. Just warning you right now, guys. If you're interested.
Are we tagging Instagram?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you guys. Yeah,
I am up for promotion.
in the description box.
Fellas,
But yeah,
not
but,
if you're under 5'8".
yeah. Is that important for you?
It's so important to me. So important to me.
I hate when a girl like I've never liked a girl that was taller than me. But like, I'm not opposed to it. But like I don't know. Anthony's taller than me. Must be nice.
I'm 6'3".
Must be nice. Can't relate. 5'9".
I can't really put a
Am I
height
5'9"?
restraint. It's
I'm 5'8".
If a
I'm
girl's
also
six,
super
if
tall.
a girl's like 6'4", I mean, it's whatever.
If you're
I'm not-
6'4",
I'm not-
back off.
Oh no.
I'm not saying back away, but like, it might be a
You know,
little
No
insecure.
heels.
there will be
No
insecurities
heels.
about it. But yeah, like I think I wouldn't go back. I would I go through it again?
No.
I would because thinking back, like I was just saying, there is an innocence and sort of like a nostalgia to it that kind of makes me smile in a sense because I'm like, oh, I was so young, I didn't know, I had no idea, like, and it's kind of nice because like we grew up and we have like responsibilities, like some of us have our own apartments and bills and things like that, and we kind of like woke up and we had to just deal with the real world. So it would be nice to kind of just go back and like not stress as much. And
Yeah, I completely.
the main worry we have is that relationship that literally is so childish and like just fun, and imagine that being your main concern right now. Not like
Yeah, no, that would be fun as hell.
not like my
I would,
yeah.
no, I would never go back.
You would
I
never
just-
go back.
No,
like-
I loved high school. I really did, and I thought it was great. But my sense of independence that I have now is so much worth
Yeah.
it. Like
Yeah.
worth all the stress and all
I
the
agree.
bills and stuff.
Yeah,
I agree.
I have a lot of baggage from my
From yours.
relationship, so it's just like
I'm just a lot. I'm just a lot. Without even a relationships, I'm just a lot in general.
You are. You're dramatic.
Yeah, I am. I'm a Pisces. I can't help it.
You are water signs.
Water signs, just emotional.
Scorpio.
You're a Scorpio?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Wow.
You
I
can't
don't know
tell.
what that means, but
You can't tell. He's a Scorpio.
Yeah, true. You're a Sag?
Yeah.
Sagittarius, so you're fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sagittarius is supposed to be like my
That's why I'm fucking
best friends.
crazy.
Yeah. You're very passionate. That's a
I'm
word.
very passionate. about
But yeah,
this.
no, I would say like I wouldn't change anything. I would go back just to like go through it and
we
just
should do a Zodiac podcast.
a Zodiac. That would be fun. I know. I'm into Zodiac. If you guys are into Zodiac signs, like this video.
Salem, Mass, baby.
I know. Oh my god,
Zodiac
great
all day,
segue.
every day.
Actually, great segue. Now going
I'm a natural.
into literally, it's your podcast takeover. Like literally, so going into this school though, like Salem, I don't think I really understood that we went to school and we go to school in Salem, Mass until like last semester. I'm not gonna lie to you, like it didn't really. I'm an idiot. Like we've went downtown many times. We've done the tours. We did a haunted house together. Like it, yeah.
that was a fun day.
Yeah.
For that one.
Yeah.
Like we've gone through all those things. So like Anthony's gonna crack open a drink. Go ahead, Anthony.
Thank you.
There we go. Anyway, so
This is AMSR.
Yeah.
ASMR.
AMSR. What'd you say?
AMSR.
AMSR. Yeah, AMSR. But yeah, no, like we literally go to school and like they like reference the city in like movies about like witches and like
Yeah.
crazy magical like super I can't speak English, superstitious things.
Crazy shit went down here, you guys.
Literally, and like crazy it does go.
Didn't realize how much.
It still
until I
goes
moved
down
here.
today.
Oh yeah.
But-
That was the other thing. Some guy walked by the restaurant today and screamed "fuck Donald Trump" at all of
that's-
my employees.
There's been a guy recently. Me and Ricky work at the same restaurant. We work at Rockefeller's in Salem, Mass. If you're around
Rockefeller's
the
in
area,
Salem, baby.
if you're in
Pull
the
up.
area,
It's
come by, ask
the
for
best
Anthony
restaurant.
Balbon
Or
Check 'em
Ricky
out.
or
Egan.
Ricky Egan. It's the number one restaurant.
Anthony
in
will
Salem.
get your drinks out on time.
I will. Ricky won't.
Oh, yeah, especially, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But there's been a guy recently that's been just walking up and down Essex Street, just doing slam poetry. And we've had so many complaints asking to kick him out or like make him leave the area because he's being very vile.
Nasty.
Working on the main street in Salem is
Like
An
a guarantee
experience.
of it's like you're in a play. It's like you're in a play. Now this crazy shit is happening around you and you cannot do anything about it.
I applied to Boston Burger Company, went to the interview, got it, and then the guy was like, "Yeah, we have late nights. You'll probably leave here at like noon on like a school night." And I was like, "Yeah, I worked in restaurants before, which I have." I was like, "Yeah, I worked in restaurants like that. Like that's fine." And then I remember I went back to my dorm and I was like so scared. I was like a scared freshman. I didn't go to my first day of training. He called me and he was like, "Hey, your training's tomorrow." Did not answer. Did not go.
Well, before Rockefeller's, me and Anthony worked at a different same restaurant. That was a lot worse. It was
I bet small town you probably see the same people.
no,
over
it
and
wasn't even.
again.
We also worked at the same restaurant.
Oh.
In our small town. Well, it was.
yeah, right.
It
Why
was,
did
Oh yeah, you guys worked
love
together
me.
in the
we
hotel.
love each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're like attached at the hip. Yeah, I forgot you guys worked at the hotel
Yeah.
restaurant together.
Yeah, no, that was. Yeah,
That
that
place
was
was
rough.
terrible.
My manager used to call me a slut.
He was.
That's
he
nice.
was
First time having a gay boss.
That's professional.
It was
very.
interesting.
And then
He
that
told me I
clip,
reminded him of a young version of himself. And
That's,
I was like, I don't want that.
that's not a compliment.
I don't want that.
At all. So, like we were saying, I think that Salem in itself is actually kind of cool that we go to a school that was in Hocus Pocus. Like honestly,
Yeah.
it's cool. Like we walked by that. We took pictures in front of what's
The
her
Hocus
name?
Pocus house. Yeah, Izzy Ferrer.
What's the character? No, the
Oh.
character. In Hocus Pocus? No, not Izzy
And,
Ferrer.
like,
We
our
like Izzy.
friend?
Yeah, we like Izzy. No, who's the character in Hocus Pocus? Like that White House that we took a picture of. Allison. Allison. That's who it was.
That house has such a pretty garden.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the-
They have
we should go there.
if you've seen Hocus
never
Pocus, it's
seen
like the
it.
party scene. You've never seen it?
I've never seen it. I was thinking of Halloween Town.
No.
I was like,
No. Halloween Town's fake.
Who's
It's not real.
Allison?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So if you've seen Hocus Pocus, like I said, it's that like house with like the party scene where like Max goes in with his sister. Like the house is in Salem and like we took pictures in front of it. They have a wicked nice garden in the back. But yeah, it hit me literally like last semester. I was like, wow, like we go to a school in like a crazy like known
Yeah,
like
yeah.
city.
I wedding interned at a mansion that was built for Alexander Hamilton.
Oh my god,
crazy.
no way.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
actually so
And like we walked by a restaurant the other day. And what was the fun fact you told me?
Oh, it was where the first phone call got made.
You see, I would have never have known that.
Turner Seafood.
You ever see the signs that say the National Guard was born here? Because
Because the National Guard.
National Guard.
It was born Civil War. Oh, Anthony. Yeah, actually, I've seen those driving. But yeah, like I don't. You know, that's another part of college is having a job. I think all of our friends, majority of them have a job. Like
I think.
It's definitely a big part of
get a job.
being a middle class person going to college and needing to have a job. It's not something that everyone experiences, but if you're going to a college like this, then it's something that you all experience. Everyone here, or almost everyone here, is working.
A lot of people, I like the small school aspect because I feel like a lot of people are paying for college like ourselves. Like I know I am, and a handful of my friends are, and like I feel like there's just a lot more respect towards each other.
Absolutely.
For that reason.
Absolutely.
And like you go to like bigger schools, like whenever I go to like UMass, Amherst and stuff, it's just like all I can ever see is like these like rich white boys like just getting drunk at like a frat, and then
because their parents are paying for it,
and they're just like it's just like insane to me. Like I don't know. Like I'm definitely happy my
Which
parents
like
made that decision.
kudos to you. Like if your parents pay for college like that, that's not a bad thing at all. But like appreciate that because take it with a grain of salt. Like not a lot of people have that same luxury as others do. But yeah, I would definitely recommend to get a job while you're in school, only because like I don't ask my parents for money. I've been working since I was 14. Freshman year, I didn't get a job until second semester, only because I allowed myself to get used to college first, which is a good tip, honestly, in my experience. Like first semester, like save up during the summer, have some stowed away, and just enjoy your first semester. Like get used to being away from home, like do school and like meet friends, get people, and they get a job second semester. Fall semester, I worked 2 jobs. I'm never doing that again.
Yeah,
that was hard.
Awful.
That was horrible. We were just talking about how early I had to wake up earlier. Yeah, I work at the airport now, but I'm not gonna specify which airline. But I work at the.
I never had 2 jobs at once. That'd be crazy.
You had 2 jobs and school. It's not fun.
I did that over the summer last year. I was landscaping and a server at Blueprint.
If you count being a server at 2 different restaurants, but they're owned by the same people.
Yeah, no, that's still 2 jobs.
But like they never scheduled you on the same day and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I still work at the airport, but yeah, I worked at the airport and I worked at the school gym first semester, and that was a lot. Mm-hmm. That was a lot.
I
mixed out with school.
Working at the school gym.
I
love walking in to seeing like a friend working on the desk.
I was probably half asleep.
Made me feel important.
It made me feel important.
You know who it was?
It's like, hello, Mustafa. How are you this morning? And I'm gonna go run on the treadmill like I know what I'm doing.
It's okay. I would just stand there and smile and be like, enjoy, have a good day. But yeah, no. So I recommend honestly getting a job. I think it makes a difference. Yeah. And how, you guys worked in high school?
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Really I was a housekeeper.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy I did it.
Yeah, do it.
I respect money now, but like my freshman year of college, I went crazy and I spent literally all of my money in like the first semester.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Like I had
you would buy us food.
Yeah.
You would buy like the whole hall, like all of our food. You would pay for it.
I have a problem with
I thought you were like loaded. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not loaded. No.
I remember you bought us like Chinese food or something.
No, okay, listen. The problem
Which is great thing. You are generous. He's very
super poor or super generous.
Yeah, I mean like he's very generous. Like that's what I meant. So I was like, oh wow, he has money and he's sharing it.
I don't care about my money, but I care about you guys, and I wanna let you guys know that like if you need it, I'll buy you food, even though there's a dining hall open.
That we pay tuition to go. But, yeah, we did not. Wow. Yeah, no. Guys, if your dining hall is bad, like I'm sorry, but like utilize it as much.
Even if the food is terrible,
make it work.
Just make it work.
Don't do Anthony.
Don't pull.
Be nice once in a while. Treat your friends. Be a good person. But Anthony, this was.
But by the end of the year, I was like freeloading. I was like, I can't do anything. I can't go anywhere unless someone pays for me.
Yeah.
And thankfully, they did.
Yeah.
A lot.
I remember we went to the movies. I remember. Yeah, literally. I remember we went to the movies to go see. I've never been there. I need to go.
It's so good.
Yeah,
but wait, but can you eat?
Do they have beef? I can't eat pork.
I don't know.
Do they?
I don't know.
They have Angus. They have 100% Angus.
Beef, then we will go one day. Okay. No, but I remember one day, me, you, Anthony, we went to the movies, I remember I was like, guys, I don't have enough, like, whatever. I remember I had to ask my sister for, like, money for, like, a ticket, because college kids were broke. I remember you, like, offered to buy me, like, snacks. I was like, I remember it still till this day. I was like, oh, that was so nice of them, because I know now, I figured out you weren't loaded just because you were buying us all Chinese food of the week, but just think, like, wow, he's in the same, like, position as I am, and he's still offering to buy me, like, popcorn and stuff, like, and, that was just such a nice thing, and then I did not have a good day.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I was really nervous about you watching Bohemian Rhapsody.
All right.
I was not there.
Yeah, Ricky was not. No, that was we literally just came up with it in 2 seconds. We're like, let's go see this movie.
You just came into my room and like, hey, we're gonna go see Bohemian Rhapsody.
And I know you
were
love.
Were you not okay because of the movie?
No.
The movie was great. Love that movie, and I know Anthony likes like 80s rock as much as I do, so I was like, he has to come.
Yeah.
No,
Didn't Sebastian go with you guys? Was it you, Sebastian, Gina?
Yep, yeah, we all went. And yeah, I remember I was just going through it. I had a fun phone call right before the movie, and I missed the first half hour.
First hour.
Yeah, I missed a chunk. I was having a domestic on the phone in the middle of the AMC theater, but it's fine. We moved on. I saw the movie again on illegally online. It's fine, but no, actually, I think I saw it. I bought it, guys. I'm kidding. I know. JK, LOL. No, I bought it. Haha. I say it's a great film, but yeah, I remember just that kind gesture of you. I was like, wow, like we're all in the same boat. He's still offering that. So guys, like getting a job, I think is a great asset to have because now we all go out to dinner and we all split the bill with no issue. We put our cards down and we just enjoy ourselves. And Ricky's very generous. I'm very generous. Anthony's very generous. So I think having a job helps.
Helps that a lot.
Yeah, you are. You always offer me stuff.
He's.
I've never felt like
I'm stingy. I'm stingy now that I live in an apartment.
Yeah.
You've never made me, but you never made me feel that.
No. Oh my god, I'm fake.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you for as we record in your kitchen right now. That's very nice to hear.
On
Thank
my
you.
island.
On
love an island.
what is it? Is this granite marble?
I don't know.
Granite. Well, yeah, it's a granite marble. It's a rock.
It was my dream to always have a kitchen island, and now I finally do, and that's all I ever wanted.
You have a beautiful house.
I love how this started off as like I just love all the turns we took during these conversations. We're still on top. We're still talking about high school into college, and now we're into college. But like we just wanted to wrap up real quick. Get a job. I think it definitely helps. It makes a difference.
I agree.
And other than that, I think like I wouldn't go back and change anything. I wouldn't go back to high school, middle school, anything.
Sometimes I think about maybe I should have not done dual enrollment so I could have had a senior year, but that's like I go back and forth on that. That's the only thing.
I just wish I was more social. Like,
you were so shy.
I was very. I wasn't
even
really
when I first
shy.
met you've come out of your shell a lot. I will give you that.
I was very I had seasonal friends. I would say.
I feel like you weren't confident.
I wasn't at all, but that's
which is honest. Like some people aren't, but you
you're insecure. I had a girlfriend that did not help that at all. But
that doesn't
I had
help.
seasonal friends, so like I'd hang out with my friends during football, and then once basketball came around, I'd hang out with my friends from basketball. Once lacrosse came around, hung out with my friends from lacrosse. Summer came around, I worked, and I didn't see anyone other than Michael, and then when I graduated, Michael and Ricky.
So if you weren't playing, you weren't in season, you wouldn't talk to them.
I didn't.
Which sucks because it makes you think like, are we friends or are we just teammates?
I mean, I don't really care.
Obviously,
I never really
no.
cared about that.
Yeah.
Like I knew they were my friends, and we had the chemistry.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Shed single tear.
We had the chemistry that we needed. all that I cared about in high school was like sports, and I really wanted to play a collegiate sport.
And he was really good.
That's
at
all.
sports.
No, you are very good at sports.
Very
you are
athletic,
very good. I kind of wish
much athletic.
Yes, very exclamation point. I wish I kind of just slowed down. I really have that problem. I think I worry too much about the future. I rush I wish I just enjoyed the moment, enjoyed not having so many responsibilities, and just just enjoyed being a kid. Like I would say we're young adults, but in a sense we are still kids. Like we're
I still think of myself as a boy. I would not call myself a man.
Yeah, but like I kind of wish I just
a lot of growing up
I'm like, I'm just a teenager at 20
We're
years
20
old.
years old. I know.
I know.
It felt so weird not having like a teen and after I turned 20. But yeah, we're all 20. But
I cried on my 20th birthday.
you know, Ricky,
I felt like I was falling behind.
No,
I was like, I don't have a kid yet.
you're doing great, sweetie. What? You're a kid?
My parents had me so young. I always feel like I should be married and having a kid now.
Not mine. Mine had me 46. My mom.
My mom had me at
My mom had me 46.
21.
Oh wow.
My mom had me at 28.
That's when I want to have my first kid.
Yeah, that's when I want to have my first kid. But
Let's see if I
Financially stable.
find someone first who wants.
hopefully, I get
anyways.
married to someone where I don't need to work and I can just raise the kid.
Oh, that's nice.
That's my goal.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I would love to be a stay-at-home dad. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think I would. That's honestly, guys. That's a great topic one day. I'm gonna write that down in the notes for a new episode. But yeah, no, honestly, I wouldn't. I think the only thing I would do is I would enjoy the experiences, enjoy everything, enjoy the innocent things.
Yeah, the whole idea of like high school is the worst years of your life is so it's only if you make it that way.
Exactly.
High school can be so much fun if you
Find your passion in high school. I didn't
Yeah.
find my passion
and like go to all
until-
the events, go to homecoming, go to prom, go
Just
to the
do
football
it.
games.
Yeah, just do it.
Because that's how you really meet people, and that's like
You make
the fun.
memories. Yeah, I loved my proms. I had a great time. All
I
the
loved
sporting
prom.
events. Yeah, no, I
I
wouldn't.
Prom was fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Prom prince.
I wish we had that in
I was
college.
homecoming king one year.
I was homecoming prince too.
We didn't have
My,
homecoming.
only because of my girlfriend, but
You know, why not? But yeah, no, honestly,
Yeah.
like I said.
Oh,
Oh, really?
yeah,
I honestly.
I was like, no way, the other one.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I would. Yeah, like I said for the third time already, I would enjoy the moment. But
Yeah.
honestly, that's pretty much it on my sense because I like who I am now. I like the road I'm on, and I wouldn't change. I'll probably be saying the same thing in 10 years. Like when I was 20, I wish I slowed down a bit
right.
more and enjoyed my. It's something I'm trying to work on every single day.
Honestly, the past 2 years have been a haze. I don't know how much
It's
I
been a
remember.
blur. First semester was a blur. First semester,
second semester of freshman year is a blur for me. That was
I loved that semester.
Which one?
Freshman year, second semester.
I thought freshman year was probably the best year of my life. Well, no, let's not say that. But
It was an experience. We're gonna say it was an experience.
It was a
you
roller coaster. Of
you
emotions for
grew.
Anthony.
Yes, Anthony. You went through it, and you know what? Look where you are now. You're Anthony.
really
You're doing
happy now.
great. You're very. I'm happy that you're happy now.
second semester of freshman year. I was a sex addict, alcoholic.
Yes.
So
You know.
Freshman
and I
year,
gained a
was
bunch of
just-
weight.
You go through it.
I gained so much weight at the end of last year, like so much weight.
I lost so much weight. I was like,
I've been steadily at the same.
I lost my jawline.
that's healthy though.
No, I wish it wasn't Anthony. Oh my God, how many conversations have we had about weight loss? How many times have I asked you stuff? And I'm like, hey, how do you do this workout? And you show me. We worked out together once, right?
A few times.
Yeah. Wow. Why did I forget that? You're right. Past 2 years have been a haze.
Yeah.
Crazy. Anyways, guys, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm happy. You guys will see a lot of them again. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Moose Tracks Podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below what you guys liked and honestly what you guys didn't like. Let me know so I can switch it up for you guys. And also comment down below some things you want to hear us talk about again. Let me know if you guys liked having Ricky and Anthony on and if we should have them again in the future. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to keep track with Moose and we'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.
Bye.
See ya.